What's up guys, welcome back to my fourth video of my channel, and today we've got another SCP reaction from the Volgun yet again. I will react to other SCP content and see if I can find anything, but mainly I'll just watch any SCP videos I can find. I will also watch any videos I can find, or any daily doses, I don't know. Just like I said, last video, just leave a comment on what you want me to do, and I'll do it. Anyway, today's SCP is SCP-4054. The 7th floor. It's a safe. It's electronic SCP. Let's just get into it. Oh, just woke up. Look, I'm just in bed, guys.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dr. Miller, and the SCP we're going to be looking at today is SCP-4054. Object Class: Safe. Special Containment Procedures. 3 NES Nintendo Entertainment System consoles modified to run SCP-4054 are to be kept for testing purposes. SCP-4054 is to be stored on site in a secure locker. Access is limited to Level 3 personnel and above. Foundation agents monitoring flea markets, yard sales, and property auctions for anomalous activity are to be briefed on the existence of SCP-4054. Any NES cartridges suspected of being copies of SCP-4054 are to be purchased for examination. A Foundation-operated bot, IO Sauron, is to monitor online gaming communities for discussions regarding the existence of SCP-4054. A joint operation involving Mobile Task Force Mu-4, debuggers, and Mobile Task Force Gamma-5, Red Herrings, is to be conducted to investigate these discussions and determine whether the participants are aware of SCP-4054. All copies are to be recovered, and action is to be taken to discredit the existence of SCP-4054 as a hoax or urban legend. Any screen captures or videos of SCP-4054 are to be removed or otherwise replaced with doctored images to further perpetuate this narrative. Description: SCP-4054 is the 7th Door, an unlicensed platform adventure game released for the Nintendo Entertainment System in 1988.
Alright then.
The contents of each cartridge vastly exceeds the storage limitations of its ROM chip, read-only memory. Extracting SCP-4054's PRG-ROM produces a data file too large to be contained on any currently available device. Because of its limited publication, 300 units, inability to be copied, limited replayability, and incomplete state, functional copies of the 7th Door are highly valued by vintage NES collectors. The game is also notable for its unique method of bypassing the North American version of the 10 NES lockout system. The 10 NES lockout system was designed by Nintendo to prevent unlicensed cartridges from operating on their consoles. Each cartridge includes 2 transistors that function as a voltage inverter. When activated, this component produces a negative charged voltage spike that can temporarily disable early versions of the console's CIC, checking integrated circuit, bypassing the authentication lock and allowing unlicensed cartridges to run. Later iterations of the NES would add a series of 1K resistors, along with diodes and grounds, to prevent this technique from circumventing the lockout unit. However, a defect in this voltage inverter's design causes irreparable damage to the 7th Door's SRAM, static random access memory, with each successive reset. This produces an increasing number of glitches which will inevitably render the cartridge non-functional. The 7th Door was shipped prior to completion. As a consequence, several core components of gameplay differ from what is depicted in its instruction manual and box art. The protagonist has no extra lives. Upon dying, all progress is lost. The cartridge resets.
That must suck if you die
all power-ups described in the manual are absent save one, the Hand of Glory, according to European.
So just a few designs that I've been working on, something iconic, something timeless, and yeah, I'd love to know what you think. Very impressive, mate, but we really only need a new work uniform? You need Indeed.
You
upload your CV on Indeed. And get seen by
I guess we're
employers
stuck
who are
here
looking
watching
for
ads.
your unique set of skills.
Feeling great.
Eve to me is
No one
basically
cares
freedom.
about
It's
Eve.
a giant open universe where you
Sorry about that, guys. I would,
In folklore, a hand of
like I said, I would get the ad blocker, but I ain't paying for a crappy YouTube ad blocker. Probably won't even block ads, to be honest. I've had it before. It's not block ads, not for me at least. So that's why I'm not getting it anymore.
of glory is the left hand of a man who has been hanged for murder. When used as a candle, those who perceive its light cannot approach its holder, which prevents monsters and platforms from moving for 10 seconds. All monsters are absent. Falling into a pit does not kill the protagonist. The protagonist will instead continue to fall off screen as the game over sound loops. Memory overflow errors periodically cause sprites to load incorrectly. The prisoners use the protagonist's sprite rather than their own. After unlocking a door, prisoners provide no clue regarding the location of other keys. The text boxes are empty. The protagonist dies at apparently random intervals, typically after a period of remaining still. This occurs regardless of whether or not the game is paused. To date, researchers have uncovered several hundred levels beyond the 7th, described in the manual as the final level, and the location of the 7th key. These stages consist of vast networks of crypts, prisons, abandoned factories, and empty underground cities. The precise number of additional levels beyond the 7th has not yet been determined, but vastly exceeds the storage capacity of the cartridge's ROM chip. The 7th level does not contain the 7th key. Addendum 4054 1. Video stream. In 2004, Charles Rogers, an amateur NES cartridge collector, posted a thread at www.openingthe7thdoor.int, a defunct online forum that was dedicated to the 7th door, under the username Inky49. There, he suggested using an NES Game Genie, produced in 1990. The Game Genie is a game-enhancing module that attaches between the NES cartridge and console. It permits direct modification of reference addresses in the ROM of the cartridge via strings of characters or code to directly set the value associated with the protagonist's number of keys to 7. Several days later, Mr. Rogers posted a link to an online video stream where he intended to attempt to beat the 7th door using this exploit. Partway through his run, the video abruptly stopped. A follow-up investigation determined that Mr. Rogers had gone missing.
What?
Authorities suspected foul play after discovering several fingernails torn from Mr. Rogers' left hand inside his NES console. No copy of the 7th door was recovered. To date, SCP-4054 has been linked to 25 disappearances. It remains under investigation. Well, what can you really say about this one?
Not much.
I'm sorry, fellow gamers. This one, it's probably best to stay away from.
Yeah, probably.
Anyway, thank you all for listening, if indeed you still are, and you are all dismissed.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Well, that was something. That was something indeed. What do I say? Yeah, this is probably. I like this one. I liked it. I'm not saying I didn't like the others. I like them as well, but I mainly like. This is probably the one I mostly like so far. But like I just said, I don't hate the others. I like them too. Anyway, because that's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, do the same to the Volgun, and leave a comment on whatever you want me to play, react to, or anything else you want me to do. Alright, it's 6:14 up there, so I gotta go do something, post this and go do something. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys later.